that Jesus was a very healthy man. For him to have walked 2.5 miles through the city he once ministered. Through that same city, they sacrificed him. They were going to crucify him. That they thought they did something, but overall they did nothing. God walked through that city many sleepless nights. He suffered. They beat him. They spanked against him. They talked about him. They said he was not the Savior. They said that he wasn't going to come back to life. They said a whole lot of things to persecute our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But he hung on the cross for 6 hours. He hung in his arms. Now each and every time that he pulled himself up just to breathe, he had to pull himself up each and every time just like when we at the doctors and they put the stethoscope on our chest and they say breathe. I was reminded each and every time that I breathe, I heard the Holy Ghost say, I'm breathing for you. Aren't you glad to have somebody else to breathe for you? That you don't have to breathe for yourself? That's the same thing when you put the charger into the wall, all of a sudden your charger, the battery say, whoop, whoop. That's the same thing you...
Come on, sir.
Lord, I thank you just for your breath. I thank you. At the same time, out of the mouth, he hung his head and he said, I thirst. And they gave him, they put this sponge on a stick, if I must say. And there was a bucket of vinegar sitting right there. So they put the bottle down in there and they put it to his mouth. When I looked up what vinegar means, they don't know. They only did him a favor. They thought they was just trying to be funny. But see, the symbolic reason, the symbolic thing of the vinegar was when they put it to his mouth. Just like in the natural, when you put vinegar on something, what does vinegar do? It turns like meat, like a white color. It begins to heal. It begins to be victorious. They don't know that when they gave him the vinegar, that he had breath. All the wounds when they slayed him, when they beat him, tried to beat him to death. They don't know that them wounds begin to be healing. God began to just say, I'm healed. He hung his head and he died. He just laid there for 6 hours and they thought they actually did something. But after he laid there and he suffered, you know, and y'all get me because I'm almost done. I want y'all to know this. That he was very exhausted by this time. During this time, he gave up the ghost. He said, and it's finished. And I say to each and every last one of you all tonight, just because you're going through a situation, you might feel like it's no hope. It's no hope. But just know that God is able. Just know that you in your dry place, that you no longer thirst. Because God is the everlasting life. He's the ever-present. He is in the middle of a wheel. Out of your belly shall flow living waters. You should always remember, God, I look to the hills from which cometh my help. And all of my help come from the Lord. I just need you to know, I just stopped by here. I just stopped by here to encourage you. To let you know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord. And if you lay towards him, he'll keep you right in the midst of his arms. He'll keep you right in the middle of your storm. He'll keep you when nobody else will keep you. Said I searched all over. I still couldn't find nobody. I looked up under here and I still couldn't find nobody. And my back was up against the wall and I began to fight and I began to toss and turn. I began to look to the hills and I said, God, I need you like never before. And God opened up his eyes. He opened up his hands and he said, my son, I grant you access. So I'm no longer thirst. If I don't say anything else,